Hey guys, welcome back. Down here at the shop today, got the 53 Alice CA. Gonna do some cleaning up on the paint. It's not too bad, just a little dull. Been repainted once a long time ago, but I just like to freshen them up every now and then. It's not too bad. It cleans up well. I've only done clean up on this paint probably once. The whole time I've taken care of it. But I use boiled linseed oil, and but you gotta be careful. Your rags can spontaneously combust whenever you're done. So I got a bucket I put them in a burn peril. But you just take a rag, wipe it on a little bit, and it doesn't dry sticky or tacky. Once it's on there, it's generally pretty good, and it holds up for quite a long time. I've got a few tractors in the back. It takes, for this dry, it takes a long time to get them cleaned up, but several coats. You just take it and just kind of wipe it on. With linseed oil, less is more. You don't want to put a big glob on there. It just makes this big old sticky mess. But if you put just enough, just change that color, it really brings back the shine. What it does is rehydrates that old paint. You can feel the difference. You can obviously see the difference. But and it doesn't take long to do. All them little nooks and crannies, I think that's the worst. But I'll get you set up here, and we'll see how she looks whenever we get a little farther on. What you want to do whenever you get decals, just go right on over them. It don't hurt nothing. It actually shines up the decals a little bit too. You gotta think a lot of this old paint's oil based anyway. All they're doing is just rehydrating that old faded paint. I think I've done this to that 200, that Alzheimer's 200 I got, and it made a world of difference on that old thing. And then I did it on the 430, John Deere 430. And I'd say it probably was the biggest turnaround. That tractor had been repainted, restored, and then the guy let it sit in a barn for about 7 years. And then I guess he got tired of it being in his way or didn't run it. And then he put it outside in his yard for about 5 more years. That came along and bought it. I haven't got a video of it running up yet. As soon as I got it home, I filed off the points and put a little reservoir gas tank on it. The one that's on is pretty rusty. And it fired right off. I just ain't got a video of it yet. And this little tractor here, 1953, and it was bought new. My great grandpa bought it. He traded in 2 draft horses for it. It's been here ever since. Never left the farm. Ran it like crazy out there. Never left the farm. I've got almost all the implements for it still. I just took the cultivators off of it. I got a full set for it, front and back. And then I've got a 2-bottom plow, which I have used. I've got a sickle bar mower, and then a disc. I got a disc that was bought new with it. And it's been a good little tractor. I think the only thing that's ever been done to it was put a clutch in it. That engine's never been touched. I did have to set the valves 2 years ago. They start to get a little chattery. Redid the valves, or set them. I didn't even take the head off. That's all I really needed. You don't have to wear gloves if you do this. I just simply do to make it a lot cleaner that way. Gas tank here yet, and I got the grill. Yeah, my great grandpa, he farmed 80 acres. I don't know if more than that, 120 acres. And cattle. And he had this little tractor here. And then, so I never seen it, it done sold by the time I came around, but he had a Super H. And then choose what he farmed with. I think they said they traded that H in on a Heston mower conditioner and baler set. Back in the day, all we used to have for baling equipment was a little Alex Chalmers round baler and little bitty bales. And they got tired of messing with that. And then about that time, the big round bales started coming in. And they bought that big round baler, mower conditioner, and then for a tractor to pull it, my grandpa had bought a Farmall 400. When he got it, it had a narrow front and a loader on it. He farmed like that for a while. That was a loader tractor, hand tractor. And then he got a International something, and it had a loader on it. Well, he put a loader on it. So he took that loader off that 400, put a wide front on it, and that was a real good tractor. I had to get rid of it because the whole thing was just, it was time for it to go. It's wore out. At that time, we needed a tractor to farm with, not the three-store, and that was before I got into the tractor hobby. So we took it to sale, sold it, and bought a green one. Let's see. I'll do that steering rod. And it doesn't matter if it's just rust too, like them back fenders is pretty rusty. Well, there isn't anything. You just fly right over that rust. It don't matter, it's not that it's the same, just a little bit of coat. used to use this little tractor for breaking hay every year. That's about all it did for as long as I can remember. It's just got a little forward right. It is beautiful raking tractor. I mean, sits out there. You get used a few weeks out of here, and that's about it. I love that. For it. Seems like nobody's taking interest in it. Letting her sit right away, so I got it out years ago. Had a little shed we got down there in the bottoms. The little machine shed. Stick it up to the barn on top of the hill, it's a little nice little gravel floors up there. This battery box, I didn't do it last time because I had the cultivators in the way. To show you how much of a difference that makes. So far, it's looking pretty good. And it'll hold that glossy shininess for months on just a single coat. Show you how much makes a difference on that battery box. This is what it used to look like before I did the first coat several years ago. The whole tractor looked that faded. And it makes quite a bit of difference. Got a dadgum water leak in the shop. Might have to move tractor. Ironically enough, that water leak is perfectly over the drain in the floor. But you can tell, good focus right there, the old paint versus the new paint. But just try to take care of it. And it made the world of difference. Forward or backwards would be better. Maybe sideways. Let me get this thing fired up and move sideways. I got water leaking on top of the rear end. Go ahead and move that floodlight too. There we go. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Alright. Yeah, I'll go ahead and get the supposed to get this big rain. It was supposed to be just a few inches and then it's done. So far we've got a hell of a lot more than 2 inches. Alright guys, well, I'm going to chew back on it and I'll come back to you whenever she's done. So far she ain't looking too bad. Like I said, I'll check back in whenever she's done. Alright, got her all finished up, buttoned up. You see that shine on that hood now. You can dang near see a reflection in it. Don't look half bad. It's still got some of this black stuff here. Just old stains in the paint. I could scrub them out if I really wanted to, but I don't know, kind of adds character. I kind of like it. We got the rims done, wheel centers. It don't look half bad. I didn't get up in there very well. Shoot, for me, it's just gonna get dirty again anyway inside there, especially it being winter time. I did get the deck plate a little bit. You see where people's stepped on her over time, those steps. Would put that back down. But anyhow, I think it turned out pretty good. If you guys want to do this, you're going to want to use, I forgot to mention this earlier, the boiled linseed oil. If you just try normal linseed oil, it doesn't dry the same, and it makes this tacky, nasty mess that you just don't want to have. You got to use the boiled oil. But which I got a little spot here, right there in that crease, and just a little heavy. And I mean, it ain't bad. It'll dry up. But you have to think. I mean, the thicker the coat is, the longer it's going to take to dry. So if you got just a heavy spot, you just take a dry rag, wipe on it a little bit, and come up here where it's already dry. See, that rag's completely dry. It's not tacky. It's not sticky. Just gonna rub it in a little bit. I just put it on there. Now tomorrow it'll be set in stone for sure. But all right, guys. Well, thanks for coming along, and I'll catch you on the next one.